Halo Infinite's loot caves are definitely my favourite addition when it comes to the new big team battle. It adds a nice bit of diversity to the gameplay loop, and I really like them. So in today's video we're going to be talking about why I enjoy them and give a brief rundown of what the loot caves are and how they can sort of impact gameplay. So how's it going, Magpies? Magpie Leon here, and let's jump straight in. So for those of you that don't know, the loot caves in Halo Infinite are this sort of secondary objective for whatever mode you're on, whether that be Slayer, Capture the Flag, Total Control, and these little caves that you hack into with your AI. Now, I don't know whether or not they're going to be 4 on every map. I doubt they would be. I imagine if like you're on like a UNSC based map, then it'll probably be a different type of loot cave or whatever. But on Fragmentation, there were these really cool 4 caves that you could hack into with your AI to find some really cool weapons and equipment. It tends to be power weapons alongside something else like a battle rifle or a commando or a Ravager can be found in there. But the main things that you go in there for tend to be like your active camo, overshield, your rocket launchers, sniper skewers, whatever. And there's even some other equipment in there, like you can sometimes find grapple shots, repulsors, threat sensors. They're quite useful and they have a lot of gear available inside. It adds a nice risk and reward situation in every big team battle mode, since you have to decide, do I want to go and stand by this door for however many seconds and wait to hack into it, knowing that I'm at risk, and if you get like halfway hacking through the door, if an enemy player comes along and takes you out, they can steal your progress and get into the door themselves. So it's quite a risky situation, but it's quite a rewarding one if you pull it off successfully, as you can find powerful equipment in there and powerful weaponry that can really help your team turn the tide of battle. Now obviously it's not limited to just one player walking inside too, so you could sit there with a couple of teammates, all of you go in and all of you share the equipment and the loot, and then work together in order to take down your opponents or whatever. Maybe you've got like a situation on Capture the Flag where the enemy's just taking your flag, but you're just about to get inside this loot cave, and you get in, there's a rocket launcher or a skewer in there, and then you see them driving off in the water because you managed to take them out, which is something you wouldn't have had the opportunity had you not risked going inside that loot cave. So it can create some unique scenarios in big team battle and that weren't available in prior Halo games. Obviously it's not the only way to access power weapons, and there's still those risk reward scenarios with those. That's just a standard, but the loot caves add like a secondary objective that give you more of a reward at a higher risk. Not only are they pretty cool from a gameplay perspective, but they also look amazing too. Seeing them in big team battle actually makes me curious if we'll see something similar in the campaign. Maybe we'll have a loot cave system in the campaign where you can again find power weapons, or maybe terminals and collectibles can be scattered throughout these loot caves across Zeta Halo. I think that would be something really unique and really interesting if that's something they did, and I definitely find that really cool. Maybe there could be like, if you find all the loot caves across the campaign, you unlock something for the multiplayer or something like that. That would be pretty interesting. I really enjoy the loot caves as this like sort of secondary objective. I mean, even on something like Slayer, it now gives you like a little mini objective to go for too. Obviously you don't have to do it, but it can be really useful if you do. I mean, being able to rock out with an overshield and a gravity hammer, you feel unstoppable for the few seconds. It's like a little adrenaline rush, and I really enjoy that. The 2 loot cave areas as well tend to have a lot of battle going on around them. I mean, I've been quite lucky that any time I've attempted to go to one, there's never really been any enemies there. But a lot of the time you will notice you'll go up to one of those areas, and that's where there's like quite a lot of people circling that area fighting. Even if a lot of the time it's just not for the loot cave, a lot of fighting will revolve around those areas. I do hope that we see something similar in the campaign, but as a feature in big team battle, these are amazing. They add a nice little bit of extra flavour to the combat loop, and I really enjoy that. But yeah folks, I think I'm going to leave it there today. I've said pretty much everything I wanted to say about the loot caves. I really enjoy them as a feature. They're just something that I think 343 have done a great job including and making them feel fair and rewarding, while also still quite a bit risky. So anyway, if you've enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like. If you're new here, consider subscribing, I'd really appreciate that. But until then, I'll catch you in the next one.